Civilization or Barbarism, an Authentic Anthropology by Dr. Cheikh Anta Diop. The European ethnic group had thus confiscated the quasi-totality of the habitable land of this planet in only 4 centuries, and it categorically refuses the reintroduction of ethnic heterogeneity in all countries in which it physically destroyed the former native inhabitants. In types 3 and 4, Athens and Sparta, the state does not recover the nation. A minority of conquerors subordinate to its law the conquered or proletarian majority by means of coercive state institutions conceived toward this end. When the process of eliminating the native population is completed, like a snake that has finished swallowing its victim, a feeling of collective guilt, which is hard to suppress, grips the conscience of the conquerors and gives rise to an expiatory literature in the form of legends of the founding of the cities in which the conquered people are charged with all the sins. This was the fate of the forgotten Etruscan people, destroyed by the Romans, the Canaanites of the Bible, destroyed by the Hebrews, etc. The mystery grows deeper with time and encourages the obliteration of painful memories. The murderous people in this way regain a pristine conscience, a childlike purity in some cases. At times, expiatory rites recall the acts of violence through which the states of this category were built. When a minority ethnic group conquers a vast space peopled by many ethnicities, the empire becomes a political necessity because the numerical ratio between conquerors and conquered is too unfavorable for a solution of the Spartan type to be considered. A universalist ideological superstructure is then born and develops in order to assimilate the divergent peoples who cannot be destroyed. All the great conquerors have entertained the illusory ambition to govern the entire world. Thutmose III, the first in history, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Napoleon, etc. It may be a paradox, but imperial philosophy always has universalist pretensions and is almost never racist. This is true for all the conquerors just mentioned. All of them sought in their own ways to be the intermediary between God and humanity. There is another path that leads to the empire. When a national state is invaded and repulses the enemy in defensive offensive dialectic, as Egypt did after the departure of the Hyksos, it becomes an empire through the conquest of safe borders that are as remote as possible. This, moreover, was the case with the first true empire in history under Thutmose III. The Egyptian state became emperor in the 28th dynasty. Amon, the father of Thutmose III, was also the god of all his subjects and of all the world. This tendency was confirmed under Amenephis IV with the solar cult of Aton. See page 85 and 87. Marx was amazed by the ephemeral character of Asian formations. This is an era that theoreticians unthinkingly repeat after him, for if the incongruous polyglot empire is ephemeral, the monolingual national state of the Asian type of which the Egyptian state was the finest model, is quasi permanent, having existed nearly 3,000 years, from 3,300 to 525 BCE. And that concludes chapter 8, Civilization or Barbarism. I'm Uriel Riley. We'll continue and pick back up with chapter 9.